What is up to all my lifters out there? Welcome back to another video of the Lift Academy Unique Selling Points. I am Coach Shannon. So again, continuing with the unique selling points of our academy, we're going to cover what we call holistic coaching. This may be somewhat of a buzz term in the fitness industry, health industry, holistic, but this is something that we do take seriously, and it's that we know that it's not just about the physicality of the body and what you look like externally, right? So that may be the underlying factor why a lot of people initially decide to join the gym or start working out or doing something for their body. It's because they may not like the way they look externally in the mirror or in clothes or whatever the case may be. But if you dig underneath that, there are usually some other layers that may get down to a mental aspect, maybe an emotional aspect, something else, right? So in our holistic coaching, we like to cover a bunch of different facets and kind of just give information to help point you in the right directions in these different areas. So we mentioned this before, that strength is our number one attribute that we want to cultivate in the Lift Academy. And we don't just mean physical strength. We want to also force people to grow their mental strength, the mental fortitude, the knowledge aspect. Again, challenging us. So if we have you doing something that you don't think is right, bring it up to us. Let us know that you think there's a better direction. We're open to change, and the only way that that can be done is if you grow your own personal knowledge in your journey, right? Because every person is different. So in order for you to know if it's working or not, you need to start doing your own research, testing things, reading books, surrounding yourself with other like-minded people that have been through similar things as you, and just educating yourself in general. So grow that mental strength. Of course, the physical strength is at the core of what we do. And we pick physical strength because you can see the body positivity movement going on right now, and body shaming, all these things, even unhealthy aspects of fitness where people gauge if you are fit or not based on if you have a six-pack. So there are certain degrees where you can take it to the extreme on either end, getting super cut and ripped and having just, ripping abs and veins across everywhere. It's not healthy either. That's actually at a low body fat that is not healthy for the body. So we don't focus on any of the aesthetics at the academy. That can be a pleasant byproduct of a healthy lifestyle where, yeah, you may get a six-pack or drop unwanted fat and things of that nature. But the goal is strength, and we focus that in our course. So it's you can look at the data about strength and how it's super important in regards to a health metric as we age. So being able to lift your own body weight, say off the floor, like in a push-up, is super important. Being able to squat with proper form, heavy weight to induce strength in the lower legs. A deadlift, super critical, especially for women as they age and go through menopause. The statistics are alarming regarding hip fractures, and one of the best ways to induce bone density in the hips is a deadlift. So strength is just super important. So I don't believe you can ever get too strong. You can get too big. There's definitely areas where you're just too big, but strength in and of itself is never going to be this thing that's gonna be something that's going to lead you astray and be bad for you. Second to lastly, we have nutritional strength. And what we mean by nutritional strength is the ability to understand what your body needs and make choices that support your goals. That doesn't mean you have to be a super strict whatever and classify yourself in these categories of vegan, vegetarian, paleo, Mediterranean, keto, whatever. You don't need a title, but you do need to understand what your body needs and what it takes for it to thrive, and be able to evaluate that and cut through the noise of the nutrition industry. There's so much out there that will tell you this is good, and then on the other hand, data that will support that it's bad, right? So we want you to have the nutritional strength to understand how to pick these choices for you and where to get the right information to cut through the BS. Resiliency or decision-making strength. That can best be summed up as discipline. Often people are like, I want to have the motivation to work out. I want to have the motivation to, do this and get out of bed, blah, blah, blah. Motivation is bullshit, and that's a Mel Robbins quote. What we want to instead create is discipline. Discipline will get you the results when motivation is not there, because you've created the habit of doing this no matter what. You've created in yourself an identity that wants this thing more than the excuse or the short term of something else. So that discipline, that strength, building that muscle, super important for what we want to foster here at the Lift Academy. And then the strength in all these other areas, such as, again, building habits, sleep, maybe that's a thing you need improvement on, tracking or drinking more water, maybe doing a digital detox when you're on our devices way too much, creating like a nighttime routine where you maybe cut off electronics or things of that nature to try to get better sleep. Sleep is at the forefront now of our health, so it's super important. And maybe gratitude, that could be something that you need to induce. So these are all just different kinds of habits, and we want to build that strength as well. So we're going to be introducing all these kinds of things, and there's so many of them, it's multifaceted, but we want to find the one that will help move the needle for you and kind of build stronger habits across the board with other things. So again, this is our holistic coaching approach, and we will be implementing this through like free meetups, workshops, in the courses in general. Just providing this information is fostering this engagement and feedback so that we can help you indeed achieve your impossible and become the next best self. So until next time, keep lifting, lift daily, and stay powerful.